For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks against the Miami Heat. For Miami, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And guys, a quote from Kobe Bryant. He once said, "Hard-working players don't like lazy players." Jimmy Butler seems to share that sentiment as well.
Well, it's a double-edged sword because you give me players who are willing to put in the work, but who are also to bring the team together.
You know, he's not shy about calling guys out. He's never been worried about diplomacy. Some ways I think he's more well-suited to be on the veteran team.
Didn't you want to be a diplomat one day?
Diplomat, no.
No, okay. Oh, it's a police officer.
I am.
Oh, you are that, all right.
Well, I was till you just blew my cover.
Is he hardworking enough?
Yes.
Is he hardworking enough?
Hey, Kevin Harlan, how are you? Let's get back to Kevin and ready for the opening tip.
Well played.
.2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lopez.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, "I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league." Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. All right, tonight a matchup of teams that know how to get stops, Brent. When you were playing with the Spurs, what made those defenses so special?
The word it comes down to is accountability, and that is that you understand you have a role defensively just as much, Kevin, as you do on the offensive end. It certainly doesn't hurt that on the back end you have Tim Duncan calling out plays, blocking shots.
Yes.
But accountability to your role defensively, that's where Greg Popovich gets you to play.
And the communication so vital.
That always helps, but sometimes Pop takes that just a little bit too far.
So here's Miami's starting group. The backcourt, Dragic and Butler. Jay Crowder out there with Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And for the Bucks, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
Outside Butler. Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Now here's Matthews. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Middleton for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Outer dishes to Dragic. This one for three, and he's good on the three ball.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Giannis. He picked up 36 points in the last one against Golden State. Back to Bledsoe. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Dragic. No good that time. And the Heat going the other way now. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, and that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here is Robinson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Chicago. Matthews against Butler. And Adebayo throws it down.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
And that one misses.
It's very efficient and a well-tuned offense for the Bucks. They drive, they kick, they get open threes. Second in the league last year, as that was Mike Budenholzer's biggest change in threes.
And he sinks the second. And with the Bucks in their offense, Brent, it all starts with Giannis.
Starts with Giannis, and that might have got them into trouble last year. They could maybe use another creator in a way where a guy can manufacture his own points. Who knows? Maybe that's growth within. Maybe that's Chris Middleton as he tries to improve his game, or Eric Bledsoe in some way. But the team does need a little bit more dynamism on the offensive end. Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Butler passes to Dragic. Back to Butler. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Dragic the pass to Butler, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Middleton against Robinson. Outside Dragic. Clock at 6. Over Bledsoe. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. Dragic has got 5 now.
Phenomenal shot by Dragic there that left the D feeling helpless on the possession.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Bucket is good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Bucks number 1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Crowder finds Adebayo. Back to Crowder. Butler on the wing. Baseline try, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Very steady in-between game there for Butler. You don't want to let him get too many of those.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Middleton outside. Passes it to Bledsoe. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here is Robinson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Low block shot, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Left side, Antetokounmpo misses the wing J.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Crowder kicks to Dragic. Pass to Butler. Shoots from 14. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Adebayo's got 6 points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Kept alive.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Throws it up high, and Adebayo throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Bledsoe. An 11-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Bledsoe with it. He's guarded by Dragic. And the Bucks miss again.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Well, they're passing to Adebayo. Dragic kicks to Crowder. Back to Dragic. From the wing. Offensive rebound. Butler deciding where to go with it. Second shot opportunity. Good D by Matthews.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And the Heat call time here. And Brent, when you watch Eric Bledsoe go to the rim, you just have to admire what an incredible finisher he is.
Well, Bledsoe, I think, has always relied on the fact that his physical stature, not in terms of his height at 6'1", but his width and strength allows him to go in there and be a bit of a bulldog, to get contact and to make things happen. So never has shied away from that.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Hero. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Miami with the foul. Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
No good on that one. And with this summer's signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
So he comes up empty at the line. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
Here is Ilyasova. The Heat getting the bucket. The shot will not fall. Good D by Jones.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They get it again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
Both good from the line that time. And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you could throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
So it's Miami now. George Hill missing his last shot. Here's Hero. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 2nd in scoring, 7th in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, 2nd best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Hero. Olynyk trying to break loose, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Shooting two.
That one is off.
Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with a young superstar entering his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential in it. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to Lopez. They committed to Chris Middleton. And now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Nunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the pass to Adebayo. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
1:16 left here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. 14 feet away, and the basket by Olynyk. And the Heat lead by 2.
And they like him to be aggressive. And I think Olynyk has the talent to be a difference maker offensively.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Olynyk. Adebayo. It's good on the putback. And it's a 4-point Heat lead.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hill kicks to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. Knocks down the 10-footer. 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Nunn. Over Ilyasova.
No escaping the outstretched arms of Ilyasova on that play. At every turn, he was right there and defended it well.
We'll return shortly. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it. But with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
On the court for Miami here in the second. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Then it's Jones. And it's Nunn in at the one spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school. I'll do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a big.
Both ends of the floor, I totally agree. And Miami has possession. George Hill missing his last shot. None, that's good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Passes to DiVincenzo. Outside Williams, beyond the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Nunn. Floats one up. He lays it in. Nunn's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
DiVincenzo passes to Ilyasova. Kicks to Hill. Here's the 3. Carries it from 3-point range. Hill's got 5 now.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Here's Nunn. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And here's a look at some numbers for Antetokounmpo.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill. The Heat also changing it up. Jay Crowder's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Robinson comes in for Jones. And it's Butler in for Hero. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Takes the 3. It doesn't go for him. And the Heat going the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Nunn. Goes back up. That one's not going to go. Good D by Williams. Bledsoe outside. And he lays it straight in. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Nunn passes to Butler. The 11-footer buries the jump shot. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Lopez, no luck.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And it's Butler missing. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. Well, he coined the name himself last season. Brent, are you willing to call Brook Lopez Splash Mountain?
I am, but I think Brook Lopez was also looking for some kind of deal so that him and his brother could get free rides for the rest of their lives.
A moment now to see the numbers for Brook Lopez. Putting up about 10 points a night, almost 2.5 blocks and 4 rebounds. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
Yeah, over this whole last stretch of games, he's been shutting down the lane with total authority. Impressive stuff.
And he makes the first.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Williams, and it's Matthews in for Dante DiVincenzo. He's off on the second.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Nunn. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Nunn's got the game tied up here for the Heat. Giannis kicks to Bledsoe. Matthews against Crowder. Right side Matthews. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Robinson for three. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Giannis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Olynyk. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder. Greg, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
And the Heat making a change here. Dragic is checked in. And both free throws good for Giannis. The Heat with the lead. And here's Dragic. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Chicago. The pass to Butler. 13 feet away. Jump shot is good. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
And watch out when Butler gets going on offense. He's fantastic at shooting once he gets in a rhythm.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Crowder finds Dragic, and he hits the jumper for 2. Dragic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Dragic against Bledsoe. Floats it up for Giannis. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Now here's Dragic. 7 points in the game. He kicks it to Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. Count the basket. Butler's got 8 points. And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 5-point game. Outside Matthews. Bledsoe against Dragic. Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Pass to Olynyk. There's the dish to Dragic. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, and that one way back in the first quarter is the three-pointer that has been his only one of the night.
Matthews scanning the floor. It's hauled in by the Heat. Crowder from outside. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Over to the left wing. Over in the corner, Matthews. No good. That would have tied it. Miami leading by 3. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And it's all evened up. Bledsoe's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Eric Bledsoe connecting from there. When he's making that sort of stuff, you can see the confidence grow.
Dragic dishes to Butler. Lopez against Crowder. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Chris Middleton's an interesting story. I remember when he signed his first extension and talking to, at that time, his head coach, Jason Kidd, that Chris was dealing with living up to the contract. I think after that first season went by, he settled back down. It got him into a position to earn this second contract. And now he knows where he belongs. He knows how important he is to the Milwaukee Bucks and their continued success and striving towards a championship for the city.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And for Middleton, he was drafted in the second round by Detroit. Brent, they sent him to the G League, which he says was the turning point for him.
Well, I think he just got hungrier and realized there was a self-awareness part of this that he needed to grow, and he needed to maybe adjust some of his work habits. Went from an overlooked second-round pick to an NBA All-Star, Kevin. I would call that great focus. And now he wants to be a consistent performer on a nightly basis to lead this team to championship level.
Now here's Butler. A 14-point game for him in the win against Chicago.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Dragic from outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Hill, no good.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Saturday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, Kevin, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
But they'll get another chance. Dragic with it. Matthews covering. Back to Adebayo. The kick outside to Butler. Buries the long-range jumper. Butler's got 11.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Outside Matthews. Middleton against Butler. Here's Giannis. Misses off the right iron. Miami trailer. Butler passes to Crowder. To the middle. Here's Hero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Heat have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Wesley Matthews. And Miami with a change here, too. Jones is checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Heat shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. Outside Dragic. Lets the 3 fly. Gets hauled in by Ilyasova. The Bucks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic finds Adebayo. On the wing, Jones. Shot clock at 5. He tries for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the left wing. Giannis outside. Goes up from the key. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 21 points, 3 steals, and 9 rebounds. He's in a crazy zone right now and seems to be even hotter than he was in their last game. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
I love the motion on offense. Guys are moving. The ball is moving. It's a very nice approach to the game, and one the defense absolutely could not keep up with.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Now, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Milwaukee in the lead. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. The Bucks have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
One shot.
Free throw good. Giannis. The Heat trail by 4. Now here's Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Crowder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Miami, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Free throw good, Crowder. And both free throws good from Crowder. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. Pass to Giannis. The shot by Middleton, wide open. They grab their own miss. Here's Giannis. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Shot's good by Middleton.
See how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
And here's Dragic following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Giannis against Crowder. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. Some solid defense from Robinson. The Heat trail by 5. 90 seconds now into the second half. Outside Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Dragic from deep three-point range. Here's Adebayo. Good D by Matthews. Bucks leading by 5. Bledsoe left side. Robinson with the block. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Crowder against Matthews. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Ouch.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Nailed from three-point land.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lopez with the block. They retain possession. Adebayo kicks to Butler. From deep. And again, it's the Heat missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Matthews, no good. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Butler goes in to stop the drought. That's tipped. Bledsoe outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Heat trail by 8. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Now here's Lopez. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Matthews, no one around him. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got assist number 5 here tonight. Heat shooting 40% from the field. Dragic dishes to Crowder. Middleton against Robinson. Outside Butler. Down low. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
The pass to Matthews. The second chance effort. And Giannis will lay it in. Giannis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and the ball falls right into it.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Good D by Lopez.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And that was huge!
Incredible.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Pass to Adebayo. Dishes to Dragic. To the paint. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Floats it up for Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo going to work now. These types of shots are pretty much in his range.
The Heat trail by 13. Now a timeout called by Miami. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Williams, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. Here's Adebayo. He's got 18. Outside Butler. And they double up Butler. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you're a high school senior and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
The Heat have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first one falls. A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The Heat also with a sub. Heroes checked in for Butler. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Giannis outside. He shoots again. Feeds it to Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Olynyk.
Well, what you like about Williams is how he's changed his game over time. Now he's a fantastic stretch four in this league.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one. And Williams drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Nunn. 11 points in the game. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. First one falls for him. Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. And he makes both free throws. Here's Hill. He's got 5. The kick out to Williams. That 3 off the mark.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. The Heat trail by 11. Here's Nunn. He's got 13. Olynyk inside, defended by Ilyasova. Olynyk the pass to Nunn. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Adebayo. Fades and shoots. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Here's DiVincenzo. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. DiVincenzo's got 10 points.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Hero, no good. Milwaukee leading by 11. Outside Hill. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
Like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
Here's Hero. He has 5. He dishes it to Jones. Pass to Nunn. 5 on the clock. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And the double up out of Antetokounmpo. Here's Hill. It's blocked. And he dunks it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. You take a look at Hero, 2nd in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
There's the pass to Chicken. Poked loose. And it's the Heat on the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 10. Pass to Hill. Fires the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Hill passes to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 4 points this quarter.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Just 5 on the clock, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Milwaukee with the ball. Bucks leading by 9. Giannis kicks to Hill. Looking to get back on track here. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Giannis. Olynyk the pass to Nunn. And the 3 off target. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Giannis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks. Nunn passes to Jones. Here's Hero. He has 7. Olynyk finds Jones. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Nunn. But they get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, and it's good for 2. Giannis has got 15 points here in the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 13. Good bucket there from Olynyk.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Nunn. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Jay Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point. Hero, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And it's the Heat with the ball. They trail by 16. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he comes up with the deuce. Giannis has got 38 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Crowder against Lopez. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic has checked in. The Heat trail by 18. Pass to Nunn. Back to Dragic. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Adebayo throws it down.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Over in the corner, Matthews. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. That's now 8 points for Wesley Matthews. Outside, Crowder. In the corner, it's Robinson. Here's none, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, I don't know how you deal with the length of Antetokounmpo. I mean, his name is long enough, and then you look at the body.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. Butler, he's checked in for Miami. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Brett, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the NBA.
I'd like to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Down low. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Butler. 6 points for Jay Crowder.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker, really wants to make his teammates better.
And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Bucks leading by 19. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. He'd have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside Butler. The dish to Dragic. Well, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. Right. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Heat have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. From deep. The rebound by the Bucks.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Butler, true on the 14-footer.
And the confidence from Butler on display. Doesn't hesitate for a second and just sinks that shot with ease.
And stolen by Butler. And here we go. It's Butler. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Floats it up for Giannis.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dragic dishes to Crowder. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot
which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
And Miami shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Here's Iguodala, banked in off the glass. Iguodala's got his first basket of the night.
Well, he fights through some aggressive defense. Iguodala using those broad shoulders and not taking no for an answer.
To the paint, here's Matthews. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Dragic the pass to Hill. Kicks it to Iguodala. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Matthews passes to Williams. Korver against Dragic. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. Offensive rebound. Lopez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Andre Iguodala.
The massive size of Lopez just puts defenses in a pickle. When he's that close, you just have to foul him.
And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Brown outside. Lopez outside. Matthews with the bounce pass. Now Lopez shoots over Leonard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Outside Hill. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Here's Dragic. Rebounded by Korver.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Dishes it to Matthews. Korver passes to Matthews. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now the pass to Korver. Shoots over Dragic. And there's Korver on the assist by Brown.
That's really Korver's game in a nutshell. The catch and fire mentality is what has made him such a special player in this league for a long time.
Dragic kicks to Hill. Iguodala against Korver. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Bucks. Shoots over Dragic. Matthews, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Dragic finds Leonard. Now Dragic. Iguodala outside. To end the cold streak. Rebound, Milwaukee. Korver passes to Matthews. Over Dragic. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Iguodala outside. Pulls up on the wing. Again, Iguodala missing.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Not many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier. Because all of a sudden,
take a break.
A star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play. And more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Hill. Outside Leonard. To halt the run, hits it from three-point range.
It's been a progression. Over the first couple seasons, less than 10% of Leonard's shots were from behind the arc. Now that number is creeping up to 40 or 50%.
Brown outside. Here's Lopez. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Here's Nunn. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
The kids play that in high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Korver with it. Pass to Hill. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Great D that time from Leonard. Hill against Korver. Here's Iguodala. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about Iguodala's focus on that play? That was amazing. Didn't let the defense get to him one bit.
One shot. One shot.
"17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Hill looking around. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Wesley, great night for you. How did it all come together?
My team's doing a great job of getting me open, and our guards are finding me, and I'm just putting the ball in the basket when I can.
You were open and available all night, Wesley. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.